had another conversation this morning that I just feel it's worthy of sharing this. 7 C's: choose, collect, contact, converse, connect on a deeper level, writing contracts, closing so we can get compensated. There's an 8th C. There you go. The one that I am pretty commonly addressing lately is choose. And what I mean by that is you get to choose who you want to do business with. Just because we did an absentee owner listing sprint last month or last week, you don't have to do that. I got somebody this morning that was very worked up because she got a negative text response from a lead, which, by the way, could happen to anyone. And also, it's more about them than about you. They were having a bad day and they took it out on you. But in that text, she explained the type of business that she wants. And she mentioned a retail buyer that she was looking at a house for this weekend. And I said, why don't we use LeadDeck to reach out to sellers that would be a good fit for your retail buyer? Which is why the very first thing that I recommend in both of the sprints is to make a spreadsheet of the actual buyers you have right now in your market. The institutional offers is a way for us to provide everyone on here no excuse from reaching out and saying, I have a private client that would like to make you an offer. And also know that you have to be skilled and be okay with the fact that you're going to have to maneuver a little bit around those conversations. But if you have, and the example has come up already this mastermind, Campbell mentioning a program that he offers and having retail buyers, if you have those, by all means, use that as how you're going to use this 7 steps to reach out to property owners that have properties that, at least to a certain degree, look like they fit the criteria of your retail buyer. You can choose expired listings, absentee owners, senior owners. You can choose vacant land. You get to choose. And not only that, the way you have control over the type of deals or transactions or clients you're putting in your pipeline is by what bait you're offering. So if you have buyer clients that are looking for a property, $1 million to $1.5 million, and you're reaching out to property owners with $1 million, $1.5 million, that's an obvious example, but that's who you're reaching out to. Also know that depending on your market, even if you get the ready, willing, and able seller, if it doesn't fit that buyer, you will have to be skilled to be compensated on that transaction. There's no magic pill for this. So just understand, I like talking to people that own multiple properties. I like talking black and white, nuts and bolts, unemotional, but that's who I like. You get to choose how you use it. And there's the blessing and the curse of real estate. There are an almost infinite number of ways that you can do more transactions, help more people, etc. And also, that means you have to choose and get clear on who you want and then commit to that. It was when I broke this down for the person that I was talking to earlier, it was almost like a relief. Oh, you mean I don't have to reach out to these absentee owners and offer them institutional cash offers? No, you don't have to. We're providing that as a means for no one to be left behind. We're providing that as a framework to illustrate that here is what I would do if you dropped me into Garner, North Carolina. For some reason, I remember Garner as one that somebody gave me, and I was like, I never heard of Garner, North Carolina. If you dropped me into Garner, North Carolina, here is what I would do to fill my pipeline as fast as possible. But if you're in a market and you're established in a market and you have a database, you have retail buyers, you don't have to use the institutional cash offers. It's there to help if or when you need that little spark to have a reason to be reaching out. Does that make sense? And I don't want to be like preaching here. I know I make it sound easy, but like I truly mean it. You get to choose. And also know this, no matter what niche or thing you choose, it all comes with shit. Okay. And I'm being crude on purpose. I'm being crude on purpose because there is no perfect model. There's no perfect real estate model. There's no perfect niche. They all come with stuff that you have to deal with. And those things are features, not bugs. So you have to choose what of the painful part of this am I most okay with. For me, choosing the audience that I choose, on some level, it means that my profit, my compensation per transaction might be lower. I'm okay with that because I like repeat customers. I like repeat business. And also those lower ticket compensation, commission checks, etc., eventually may graduate to bigger ones. I typically don't swear and stuff like that. Not live here anyway. But I want to make the point that it's all hard. It's all hard. This business is hard. If it weren't hard, Do you think, and this is real, if this weren't difficult, let me find it here. This is from NAR.
Oh boy.
I'm not making this up. This is from NAR. Last year, 2025. 71% of agents, zero. But wait, if I add up all of them that did single digit transactions, single digit, which is less than one per month, it's north of 90%. It's 93%. 93% of licensed agents with NAR closed 9 or less transactions. It's hard. It's hard. Period. Choose your hard. Right. Choose is the first step. Whatever you choose, just know that when it gets hard, it's a feature, not a bug. You get paid to figure out the hard. That's what your compensation is based around. So when you're trying to find the needle in the haystack for the buyers that are looking for 1.2 to 1.5, like, you'll get paid handsomely when you figure out the hard for them. Just know that you're choosing that. And that's fine.